be introducing the Lone Ranger and Kimo Sabi. The horses are big. The 10-gallon tracks, the hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps, racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat, we branched off. Shine, I just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure, my pipes are intact. Don't believe me, action, pointing it back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, prison one time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my NYG. They said New York fell off, who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we went, what part the game is that? We've been here the whole time, anxiously waiting, and the streets paper chasing, pre-testing our patience. Now stop the presses, listen up, this is not a lecture, more like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, with a moxicillin. I've been the illest.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And there is a buzz in the air here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burks on the sideline as well. You can feel the energy inside Energy Solutions Arena. Jazz looking to please their fans in this Western Conference matchup. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. LeBron James is out there with Bird. Then there's West, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. So it's Washington now. Shoots the 3. The shot is off. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Abdul-Jabbar with the block. But they'll get another chance. That's good. Hardaway's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Mirovic against West. To the middle. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from West.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Now here's Pippen. Cummings with a screen on Bird. Here's Hardaway. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Stolen by Pippen. Outside Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Utah the rebound. Cummings kicks to Pippen. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Abdul-Jabbar against Dawkins. And Kareem throws it down.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Now here's Pippen. And it's out of bounds to the session.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
West against Maravich. Clock at 6. Dawkins kicks to Pippen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
Here's Curry, following the bucket by the Jazz. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to talk with Quinn Snyder for a moment. I asked him if he had a plan for all the speed he'll be up against, and he told me a key would be transition defense, saying speed shows up most in the transition game, and we feel if we take that away from them, we have a major advantage. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Doris. Well, what a second half of the season it was for the Jazz. After the All-Star break, they went on a rampage.
And the catalyst for that was the defense. I mean, very few opponents got to triple digits against the Jazz after the All-Star break.
And for the Jazz and their defense post-All-Star break, it helped them in their big second-half run. How about a .422 field goal percentage against after the break?
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bill Lambert's checked in for Dawkins. McAdoo comes in for Cummings. And Pippen subbed in for Scottie Pippen. And he sinks the second.
And, you know, you were talking about the field goal percentage against for the Jazz. It was the third best in the league after the All-Star break. That's field goal percentage defense. They allowed the fewest points in the NBA after the break as well.
Russell, no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And it's Pippen missing. Washington trails by 3. Here's Durant. And Lambert pulls it down. And now Utah, fast break. It's Maravich on the wing, defended by Paul. Maravich, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Pippen. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. From the left block. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over the back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Inside, here's Maravich. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Maravich has got 5 now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Jazz leading by 4. The pass to Pippen. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Pippen's got his first points of the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Paul passes to Russell. misses off the right iron.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Paul with 1 on the clock.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He hits the second from the line. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Jazz as they end the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench...
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Jazz.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
Cummings is out there with Pippen. Then it's Smith. Then it's Nash. And it's Dawkins in at the center position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the basket good. Curry's got his third bucket of the night.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
Utah leading. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Dawkins.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
And both free throws good for West.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Maravich, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Hardaway against Curry. It's good. This game is all even. Curry's got 8 points.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
And he gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8, and the shot is good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Passes it to Dawkins. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's LeBron, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Washington.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. So it's Utah now. 4-point game. Maravich, good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Bill Lambier's checked in for the Jazz. Russell, he's checked in for Washington. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Pick by Cummings. Maravich with it. West picks him up. And here we go. Washington fast break. Russell's running.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Jazz trail by 6.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. The big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
Here's Curry with the 3. No good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now, here is Maravich. 12 points for him. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Hardaway has got 5. Washington leading now by 4. West. Cummings grabs the board. Cummings got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Maravich on the basket on the assist by Pippen. He's got 14.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Didn't think that was going to go in. And Washington leads by 5.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in 3-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
They double him with Russell. Here's Cummings. LeBron with the block. And here we go. Washington fast break. Russell's running.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pippen with the bucket.
Sometimes you can catch the defense napping when you make a strong pass like that in transition.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz.
And 2 teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
Yeah, you know, they split the season series, Greg, and you look at it, was it matchups? Perhaps good fortune or luck? Tonight we'll increase the sample size by 1 game and see who comes out on top.
McAdoo is checked in for Utah. Pippen comes in for new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Kevin Durant's checked in for LeBron. Paul George comes in for Larry Bird. Iverson's checked in for West. And James Harden subbed in for Steph Curry. And here's Maravich after Paul George getting his 3 to go. And that one's good. Maravich has got 8 here in the quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Now here's Durant. And Washington again with the bucket.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Clark, they've dialed it in here in the second quarter, playing really well.
Oh! And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really,
good try.
In a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Washington out in front, up 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, there was a point where you seemed to kick it into high gear. What changed as this first half progressed?
Well, we stayed with our defense. I think we were a little lazy in that first quarter. We just came out and made them shoot tough shots, rebound the basketball, and get out and get some easy points.
Kevin, thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points and 1 block. You could really feel how excited he was to be playing for his new team. Teammates and the coach loving it. That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Looking at the game Maravich has been having, 16 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Hardaway with it. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. West is out there with Curry. Then it's Bird. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the pivot, manning the middle. That one goes. Counted. Bird's got the lead up to 6 now for Washington.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And Dawkins slams it in.
Some hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Count the bucket.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
LeBron kicks it to West. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. West has got 7 points in the game.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And the Jazz call time here. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
To the middle. Maravich, the pass to Dawkins. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about position on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And here's Maravich after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And Dawkins slams it in.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
They double him with West. Hardaway kicks to Cummings. Goes up the baseline, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Cummings got his third basket of the night.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double teams in place like that.
What a great start to the second half. They still haven't missed a field goal.
Jazz trail by 10. Doubled by Abdul-Jabbar. Stolen by Bird. And now West running the floor all by himself. And he gets it to go.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And here we go. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Steve Nash checked in for Utah. And a switcher also for Washington. Irving's checked in for Bird. Here's West. Lays it in off the breakaway. West has got 13 points in the second half.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
A different look for Utah. McAdoo is checked in for Dawkins, and Pippen subbed in for Maravich. And then for Washington, Russell, he's checked in for LeBron. Durant comes in for West, and Paul subbed in for Steph Curry. Irving drives in, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Cummings.
That's his first personal foul.
For Washington, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Free throw, good, Irving. And Utah making a change here. Lambier's checked in, and so Irving nails both of them. Jazz trail by 19. The feed to Lambier. To halt the run. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Lambier's got 7.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now here's Pippen. After Julius Irving's miss, Pippen dishes to Pippen. McAdoo takes it off the glass. McAdoo's got his first points of the night.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
There's 1:38 left in the third. Here's Paul. Knocks down the step-back J.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Utah has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now, you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
Shot from the inbound. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious stuff.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. And with Paul, it is all about his consistency. Other point guards will have better years or stretches than him, but he just puts up huge numbers year in and year out, literally like clockwork.
Durant against Pippen. Now here's Durant. Not a lot of room. Jazz trail by 16.
You know, it's amazing to me how little fanfare CP3 gets. I mean, he's not a flashy player, but you look at his effectiveness on the court, and he's a once-in-a-generation kind of talent. I mean, he's done it all his entire career.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. for the Jazz. Dawkins checked in for Laimbeer. Smith comes in for Pippen. And Hardaway is subbed in for Nash. Paul kicks to Russell. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Hardaway. He has 5. Pass to McAdoo.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
For Utah, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Irving drives in. Paul for 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Washington leads by 13. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Washington leading now by 13. They've got Maravich.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Utah's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Right side Hardaway. Off target from the wing.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Curry's shot is good.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
To the middle, and they get it. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Washington calls timeout.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
.60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Stolen by Pippen, and the Jazz pushing it up now. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Washington.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Utah calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing. room and definitely paying the price for it.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder was saying to his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here is Maravich. Jerry West making his last shot. They double him with LeBron. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And now West running the floor all by himself.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
So it's Utah now. Jerry West making his last shot. Dawkins a screen on Bird. And the jam by Terry Cummings.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one. Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Maravich with the steal. Fast break, here come the Jazz. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Dawkins. 11 feet away. Tries again. Pippen. Bird pulls it in.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Man showing some terrific range. West has got 26.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
That drops.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Kicks it to Cummings. The Jazz working the ball around now. Pippen against Bird. It's Pippen with a drive. That's good. Pippen's got 5 points in the quarter.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
Washington calls timeout. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Pippen. And a switcher also for Washington. Irving's checked in for Larry Bird. Here's Curry. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots. Jazz trail by 20. They double him with West. Here's Maravich. Jerry West grabs the board. Washington's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Irving drives in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. West has got his 7th assist in the game. Curry against Pippen. Pippen is doubled. Here's Cummings. Here's Dawkins. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. Dawkins has got 12 points in just the second half. Washington leading now by 20. West passes to Abdul-Jabbar. No one near James as he lets it go from beyond the arc and then some.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Washington.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And what a huge standout performance it was for West. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
A shot by LeBron, no good. Maravich dishes to Hardaway. Maravich with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. Here's Dawkins, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Curry kicks to James from deep. And again, LeBron missing. So it's Utah now. Maravich left side. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game? He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. Kenny, what did you like about his game?
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Dallas Mavericks. And guys, for the Mavericks, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And tonight will feature a high-level front-court matchup. Tough, physical play. Shaq, how did you go about establishing dominance against the best of your peers?
Well, you got to realize that nothing's going to be given to you. You got to earn it. I used to be really dirty, Ernie. Talk about their mama, talk about their sister, talk about their coaches.
What if they didn't have a sister?
No, you did not.
What if they didn't have a sister?
Come on.
Listen, I did research.
You'll do the knowledge to the master builder.
2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan, and they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Stojakovic is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then there's Gervin. Then there's Robertson. And it's Reed. And at the
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Bird with it. To the inside, Abdul-Jabbar. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
The big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal.
Dallas moving it around. Passes it to Robertson. Off the iron that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Feeds it to Reed. Curry brings the double. Curry with the steal. West against Reed. There's the triple. No good from Bird.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Rodman goes in, and that one's good. Rodman's got 6 points.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
From deep LeBron, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Robertson against Curry. And he gets it to go.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Utah Jazz.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
It's West with the drive. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Offensive rebound outside Curry. West against Stojakovic. West right side. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring break. Down for the Mavs.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Russell, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Durant comes in for LeBron. Irving's checked in for Larry Bird. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Curry.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
Reed dishes to Gordon. Reed a screen on West. West against Gordon. 4 on the clock. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by Allen Iverson. Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent, he's been solid, and now you see some maturation with him as well. You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Outside Gordon. Here's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Gordon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Iverson against Lowry. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
The feed to Gordon. Lets it go with the 3. And Irving pulls it down.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Johnson, good. 5 seconds left to play in the first. West with a wide open look, and the release was before the buzzer. But
ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You know, you can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passes, it makes scoring the ball easy for them.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Reed. Stojakovic is out there with Rodman. Then there's Gervin, and it's Robertson in at the point guard position. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his third rebound tonight. Robertson against Curry. Robertson to Gervin. The dish now to Reed. Pass to Rodman. Dallas moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Stojakovic with the 3. And Irving pulls it down.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
On the wing, Stojakovic for 3. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got 3 assists in the game. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
And that one's good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Robertson, and Dallas again with the bucket. And so it's Washington with it, trailing here by 8. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Russell, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Durant comes in for Larry Bird. Iverson's checked in for Irving. And it's Paul in for Steph Curry. Then for the Mavericks, Jerome Kersey's checked in for Reed. Johnson comes in for Stojakovic. And it's Lowry in for Gervin. Paul passes to Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Now just a 2-point Dallas lead.
You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like the way they're using the entire court. They're spreading themselves out, and when you spread yourself out and make the extra pass, it gives you a chance to get good looks from behind the three-point line, and they're draining their chances.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss. Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And taken away by Paul. Here's LeBron. Drains the jumper to finish the break. LeBron's got 10 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Johnson outside. And Lowry has it in the corner. With some arc. Here's Kersey. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Good shot. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration.
And making a change here. West is checked in, and Dallas also making the switch. Gordon's checked in.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
50 seconds left in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Rodman. Power down with both hands.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated. Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
To the wing on the left. Left side Lowry. The floater. And the shot is good. Lowry's got his first points in this one. West outside. Here's Iverson. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. A fantastic game from Dennis Rodman in this one.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Maverick shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. They've got Bird. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Curry. And it's West in at the 2. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
The Mavericks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Free throw good, Gervin. That'll be a 5-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Curry against Robertson. Gervin right side. Rebound, Washington.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Dallas leading by 3. Robertson outside. He feeds it to Gervin. West with some nice D.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense... Oh, there.
Timeout call.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Team Dancers.
Washington's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Gervin dishes to Robertson. Reed a screen. And Gervin kicks to Rodman. West with some nice D.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And a wide open look for James. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Dallas, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Inside. Shots good by Stojakovic. Stojakovic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Washington trails by 5. Curry kicks to James. On the wing, Bird. From outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to James. Bird's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Robertson. It's Reed, high post. Here's Gervin. Shot is off. And Washington the other way now. And here's West from the arc. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
How about the night LeBron is having? He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Irving's checked in for West. And the Mavericks call time here.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Gervin outside. Here's Robertson. Soft touch off the glass. Robertson's got 6.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same. And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Rodman with a screen on Curry. Pass to Stojakovic. 5 on the clock. Washington with the rebound. Irving kicks to Curry. Out to Bird. LeBron against Stojakovic. For the lead, Gervin with the steal. He kicks it to Stojakovic. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
They set the screen. Tries to keep it alive. And here we go. Washington fast break. Irving's got the ball. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. For Washington, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Russell, he's checked in for Washington. Dallas also making some changes. Jerome Kersey's checked in for Rodman. Johnson comes in for Stojakovic. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Gervin. Reed a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Washington's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. 1:24 left in the third quarter. The good-looking shot from the wing. Curry's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for Washington. Johnson in the corner. Steps back and shoots. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Washington calls timeout.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Washington making some changes. Durant's checked in for James. Paul George comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. And it's James Harden in for Steph Curry. Harden with it. Lowry picks him up. George with no one around. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. George has got his first 3 points of the game. Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, and if he were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
It's stolen by Lowry. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. And another basket for Dallas.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
It's Harden with the drive. Good work defensively by Lowry. The Mavericks trailing. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Harden. That ties the game.
Joe Johnson showing us a beautiful stroke right there.
Harden against Lowry. Now here's Harden. Outside for Durant. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. Tie game in Washington. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. On the floor for Dallas, Dennis Rodman is out there with Reed. Then there's Stojakovic. Then there's Robertson.